about you, but I had a shitty day today, so I need someone to make me laugh. And I think that would be Paul. And I think Paul's up next, so give it up for Paul.
How's everybody doing tonight? I'd like to thank anybody who closed the shades, because the last thing I need is, like, when I'm trying to make jokes, to have, like, the scene from the next Terminator movie behind me. I swear to God, I don't know who's making the decisions at this school, but it's like a kid with ADHD hooked up to an IV of pure sherbet. School needs to, like, first we lose the library and then we lose the front lawn. I feel like I should just burn the check that I give this school as opposed to going here.
Yeah.
You guys have some amazing musical talent, so I just want to give that props before I start the gate tonight. And, like, I have no musical talent, like, whatsoever. When people start singing along, I'm the guy that just kind of sits there and mumbles, or I just walk out of the room. Usually I start off with stories, but I read this thing the other day that, like, really caught my eye, and I figured I'd bring it up, is that some woman out in Los Angeles, she called 911 because she got locked inside her car. She called up 911, and with a frantic, she was, like, really frantic and excited, and she goes, "Oh my God, I'm locked inside my car, what do I do?" No lie, verbatim, the operator said, "Unlock the door and open it." Through that logic alone, she realized that she could pop up the lock and then open the door, and she says back to the operator, "Yeah, I got it, thanks," and then hangs up. At that point, I just looked at myself and went, wow, I lost all faith in humanity in one moment. Locked inside of a car. I'm sorry, that just made me really angry. Now, I usually tell stories, but, like, I'm trying to think of one right now, so that's why I'm kind of stalling. I think, like, did anybody give blood today? No? Nobody? You're all terrible human beings. Well, before I start off this next story, like, I gave blood the day before, so you guys have to take into account that, like, 2 beers is a little different to somebody who's missing 2 pints of blood. I get to my friend's party after they invited me, and it was like 2 weeks after New Year's, and they bought me like a 6-pack of Heineken. I thought, it's nice, I finally got something to myself, as opposed to, like, bumming the really bad watered-down beer. Has anybody been to a party where they just, like, they kind of had to mooch? I know girls don't count because they get free shit anyways, but... So I get there, and I'm surrounded by people that I don't know, that have seen me but don't actually know me, which is like one of those awkward phases, because I realized at that point that I'm that guy. Because if nobody knows me, they just kind of refer to me as like, yeah, you know, that guy. So I start going through them, I get to 2, and I go, yeah, I'm fine, I'm going to go for a 3rd one. I stand up, I get out of the chair, I land flat on my face. It's not sad. You'd laugh if that happened at a party, wouldn't you?
You're still pretty.
Now, I'm pissed drunk after 2 beers, and my friend goes, "Here, take a shot of this." And I took a shot, not knowing, like, I took the shot, I put the glass in my mouth, I went like that, tipped my head back, finished it off. I went, "That's not that bad." So he said, "Do it again." And I'm already drunk at this point, and I'm very suggestible. So I did it again, and again, and then once more for posterity. And then, as I'm walking around piss drunk, not knowing what I'm doing, I decide to make myself toast. Don't ask me why, I just did it. There's no logic when you're drunk, you just do things because it's fun. I finished off, literally, like, I felt bad, like I had to give my friend like a couple of bucks the next day, because I woke up the next morning and realized that I ate like an entire loaf of bread. I don't know, it's like, I'd tell you it was good if I could remember it. I'm sorry, I'm pausing because I'm trying to remember what happened next. Oh, then somebody comes over to me with a giant goblet filled with some mystery mystery drink, and I go, this isn't that bad. I get through half of it, and I'm missing a pint of blood. I have more drinks in me than I should. I'm falling over my feet every 2 seconds, and I can't speak a solid sentence to save my life. I kind of thank God I didn't have a driver's license at that point, because I don't think I have the logic enough not to realize that I shouldn't get in my car. Somebody just said, aw. Figured I'd point that out. I'm falling over my ass, and my friend finally gives me the idea to pass out, and I go, I'm really tired. That would be a good idea. So I lay down on the couch, and I wake up. No, we don't do that. I kind of thank God that I don't go to parties on college rolls, because I think I would, I don't even know, I couldn't even handle that. Because I don't have the logic enough when I'm drunk to take off my shoes. It would be like too much work for me. I'd kind of just sit there on the couch, look down at my shoes, and go, fuck it, what's the most damage you could do with a permanent marker?
Do you want to find out?
I've seen pictures. I know it can happen. So I wake up at 9 o'clock the next morning, and I try and get off the couch, and I realize, shit, I'm still drunk. At that point, I realized I should never drink after I have a pint of blood out of me. I'm just stumbling over myself as I wake up in the morning. I've been asleep for about 9, 10 hours, and I'm still drunk. I'm still drunk. I don't know how I actually got home. I can't remember. All I remember is getting home, telling my mom I have to go upstairs, and passing out. And then, when I wake up, I get to talk again. I thought I graduated high school, but I guess my parents still think I'm doing that. That party was, I hope I never have to do that again. And then, I'm sorry I keep repeating myself. I'm just really out of it today.
It's okay.
Woo! Yeah.
Yeah! We can do the slow clap.
Yeah, slow clap. What a way to make me feel like a fucking loser. Oh, he's special. Let's slow clap him. Thanks, guys. While trying to make me feel better, you've actually made me feel worse.